Is it time that I break my one rule? Hey, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles and another car side chat. I'm just out this morning enjoying my ice caffeinated beverage. Hey, we all have our vices, right? Anyway, this is kind of piggybacking on a... Piggybacking? Is that the right word? I'm going to piggyback on to a previous video where I talked a little bit about my unhappiness with the hobby and my burnout with the hobby. And a lot of people commented. I want to thank everybody for your kind words and support. I'm okay. I just think we all go through it. You know, we all go through our times where things aren't just great. And I am blessed. I am lucky with what I have. It is not about that. It is just about the joy of the hobby right now for me. And a lot of people commented, and one comment in particular, man, apparently I need another drink of my beverage. Struggling this morning. Anyway, one of the comments caught my eye, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. So one of the issues is that I feel like I only have 2 pre-orders right now, and that's really very rare for me, but it's also pretty crappy for a YouTube channel, right? When you only have 2 things coming in, outside of Killer Croc and Batman. I have 2 on pre-order. One is the Riddler from Sideshow. And also, of course, I have the, I guess I have 3, because I have the Batman bust coming from Tweeterhead. And of course, I've got a custom Harley. And I guess I've got the Legendary Beast Batman. So I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. So maybe I've got like 4-ish coming in. Okay? And who knows when those will come in. But there's not very many in terms of pre-order. Sorry, I brain fog this morning. Again. All right, get some caffeine going in me. But there's not a lot coming in. And so the comment was, hey, Chris, why don't you break your rule and why don't you start collecting outside of Batman? Clearly, I love Star Wars. I love movies. I love movie statues. I love so many things like Marvel. I like so many things outside of Batman. And you know that I originally collected all that stuff. But it stressed me out to a point where I didn't have a lot of funds at that time. I didn't have a lot of money. And so I had to really kind of pool my money into just Batman. Which then, years later, led to becoming the Batman statue collector on this crazy, 9-year journey here on YouTube. So that's why I quit collecting all those other things. I love collections that are mixed. I love the focus collection, yes, and a decently placed collection, but I like it whenever I see a collector that has some other things mixed in. Even like, Dan from Wayne Manor Rocket City, he's got his Batman stuff, 99% Batman, but then he's got, a few other pieces sprinkled in that are not Batman. And that's okay. You look at somebody like Jeff Delaney over at Secret Sanctuary, has a phenomenal collection with all kinds of things, and he makes it work. For me, I always think that if I have like this random like Iron Man statue in the middle of all these Batman statues, it's going to look weird. And I still do feel that way. But at this point, like, who cares? And so maybe that will be a spark to bring me more joy in my collection, to have new things to look forward to new things coming in. I've definitely slowed down on the original art. I know, some of you are going to say, yeah, right, Chris. I know. But I just spent a lot of money on David Finch, CGC stuff. He's doing some private illustrations through CGC, and I ordered 4. So that was very expensive. But that's my question today. With this slowdown, should I just slow down, be happy with what I have for right now until something new sparks my interest? Or, for the benefit of my own sanity, my own happiness, and also thinking about the channel, Because again, people come for content, right? Should I go outside of my rules? Should I bring in some additional statues that I wouldn't normally do? Now, in the old days, I think a lot of YouTubers and people that would do reviews, they would just buy something knowing that they would sell it, right? I mean, it makes sense. You can either get something in for content, for people to tune in, blah, blah, blah. I've never loved that. I've always, like, the stuff that I get in is what I want. That's what I want. You know, I don't want to just get it for views, right? And has that happened sometimes? Yes, where I get something in. But I like to stick to what I love, right? Because I feel like that's where the true passion is. I don't want to fake it. Which again, it goes back to that putting on that fake smile. Like, I don't like that. That's just not me. That's not my character. And so there are a lot of statues though out there that I would love to see and have and own and review for you guys. But I know at the end of the day, I probably wouldn't keep it because it would drive me crazy, right? Maybe. I don't know. Where am I at? Where am I at in 2025? I don't know. Maybe I need to evolve. Maybe I need to change. So anyway, long story short, too late. Should I get these other statues in? In the old days, you could, I guess my original point, sorry, I'm like ADHD super today. I think that in the old days, you could get stuff in and review it and knowing you could sell it, no problem. But I don't think, clearly that is not easy to do these days. You know, the seller's market, I would take a loss, which would be okay. You know, I don't care if I lose a couple $100 here and there. I don't know. Should I break my rule? That's where I'm at. I'm to that point where should I be happy with what I have and just cool it, take a break, you know, knowing that you guys might not see me for, 3, 4, 5 weeks because I don't have anything new coming in? Or should I break out of my mold, break out of my prison cell here that pigeonholes myself to Batman only, and get a few pieces? That would fill my bottom shelves, right? And if I did, what would I get? What would I get that wouldn't be so random? Like, I don't want to have, here's an Iron Man statue next to a Jurassic Park statue, next to The Boys statue. Like, there's a lot of interests that I have, and there's so many amazing things. Life-size busts are still incredible. I think of like Jimmy G over at Godlike Statues. He has an awesome looking display. Billy Rios, Matt Martin, like all these guys, Eric, all these guys have really great displays, and sometimes they are able to pepper in things that are outside of just that one genre. Maybe one side needs to be Batman and one side needs to be something else. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I am the Batman statue collector. Should I change my name on YouTube? And a lot of people have said that too. They're like, Chris, you're so stupid for calling yourself the Batman statue collector because it limits your audience. That's true. But I'm just being true to myself. I am the Batman statue collector. That's what I collect. So should I just become that statue collector? I don't know. Where do you guys weigh in? Again, I need more caffeine. Get me through my day. But again, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, for always being here. For all the support on that video. That was awesome. Again, I'm okay. I'm just trying to figure stuff out, just like you guys. Taking it day by day, trying to put a positive foot forward. I know that this hobby will be around forever because we love this stuff. I'm just trying to figure it out myself, just like you guys are. Anyway, I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the love. And I'll see you soon right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.